Give me kizzy. Why you all sweaty, girl?
Because it's hot in here. What's up, you guys? As you all know, my name is Jodie and welcome back to my channel. On today's video, we brought back the lovely Cassandra Lynn.
What's up, you guys?
Today's video, we are going to do the part 3 of our relationship. And I know we had previously talked about how we met, how we started dating, and we're gonna be real with you guys. We're gonna talk about how we got through some pretty rough shit and
some hard times,
some really ugly years. And yeah, so hope you guys stay tuned and listen to this crazy story. Alright, so I think the last time we left off, we talked about when we were in school and we got a phone, or Cassie got me a phone so we can talk, and different ways that we communicate. And that was like our first year and a half of being together. As you all know, we got together really young. I was 16 and she was 15. So obviously we were super young. We still hadn't gone through a lot of stuff that teenagers go through. So we kind of grew up together. I mean, I know, I can honestly say I grew up with her, and I know her probably more than she knows herself. Likewise with me. So when we were in school, I think it's whenever she moved to a new high school, kind of that's where things changed. A lot of different people were involved, and we're not going to name any names because obviously we don't really.
Yeah, we're grown.
Girl, we're grown as hell. We're just saying it.
We're too grown for that.
Yeah, we're saying it for the story's purpose. But a lot of people were involved and stuff, and it just got really ugly, super fast. And at that part, it was more on me. A lot of her friends were my lot of things in her head and towards me. So I was super depressed in that period of time. My grades dropped, and as you all know, I'm freaking straight A student. So of course my teachers started noticing. It was really bad. And that was what year was that? I was finishing up my junior year. I remember I was finishing up my junior year, and then the summer came before senior year for me and junior year for her. And we worked on it in the summer, obviously. We tried to keep it together, but we were young. We had still the young mentality. And my wifey over here, she was a little thotty. She was a little cray-cray, y'all. She was a little cray-cray, but it's okay. We all go through that.
No comment.
Yeah, no comment. She knows. She knows what happened. Okay, but we don't honestly.
We joke around about
it all the time. It is so stupid.
We look back and we're like, oh my god, we really did that and this, and we're just
yeah. And we just kind of just freaking laugh about it because that's all you could do. It's just dumb. Anyways, so it was my senior year, and I kind of I don't know about y'all, but when y'all were seniors, y'all kind of had this mentality where you're I don't give a fuck about anything, whatever, I'm about to be out of high school, fuck this, fuck that, blah, blah, blah.
Senioritis.
Yeah, so that happened to me while I was in a relationship. So this is where it comes to my part where I was the biggest bitch in the world. Okay. So I'm not even gonna lie, I was nasty, I was ugly. I would say stupid shit, I would do ugly things, and I know it hurt her, but the thing is, I'm so vindictive. I was doing it on purpose to hurt her. I purposely wanted to hurt her because of what she did to me. And that's not a fair thing, but like I said, we were young. This is just for this video's purpose. We're not justifying any actions or anything, but that was my mindset back then. And then after I graduated high school, my senior year was crazy, so much shit. After I graduated high school, I had because when I was living in the Valley, I came to Houston on a week vacation. And I don't know, when I was here, I guess because my cousins at the time had boyfriends and stuff and girlfriends, and I'm damn, I had the perfect person. What was I doing? All because I wanted to be stupid and a bitch. Why was I doing that? And it just so happened that was the week that I came was the week of our anniversary, which is June 6th. I'm sure y'all know, but it's June 6th. And so I can clearly remember texting Cassie and just being I really want to be with you. I want this to work. And I mean, I guess at that point she kind of already had it with me, and she was like already kind of moving on to other things. And then when I came back to the Valley, I was just like constantly calling her and like, let's meet up, let's do this. And of course back then, like, MySpace and Facebook was like really huge, so I would see like her getting tagged and stuff with these other girls, and I'm like, oh my god, like I already fucked this up, like I what did I do? And so like, I mean, I tried so hard that summer, like I seriously remember, well, you know, finally she gave in to me, because I mean, she always does. And we kind of like were going back together, and I mean, I guess we'll tell this story. I mean, we won't go into depth about it. Well, I won't go into depth about it because it's very personal for me. So there's one day where Kassy came over before her basketball practice this summer.
Okay.
We're going there.
We're going there. I'm gonna get a little sweaty here.
I know, I stopped PTSD about it. So yeah, she came over before her basketball practice, like she did throughout the whole summer, because she would always do that. My siblings didn't really care. But this particular day, she came over, and well, you know, as hormone raging teenagers, it got pretty nasty pretty quick, you know.
The room was heated.
The room was heated. And in the middle of that debauchery,
ooh, nice term.
there goes open my door, and the person standing behind the door was my father.
Dun dun dun.
And I mean, I'm sure y'all know how that ended.
We were shooketh.
So I'm not even gonna go into depth anymore, because that story is crazy. And I don't know, maybe one day I'll have the courage to talk about what happened after that, but right now I don't think I'm ready yet, only because it's super personal. And those of you that know the story know how personal it is, and I'm just like clenching right now just thinking about it, because it's pretty crazy. Don't hug me because I'm going to cry.
Oh, okay. Don't touch her, she'll cry. I love you. But yeah, we were caught in the act, and you know, there were some consequences, and
yeah, crazy shit happened.
It's life.
And well, yeah, that was my summer. Spent it, I don't even want to say what I had to go through, because I don't want y'all to, I don't know, I just don't want any, like, I know how the internet is, and I don't want y'all to have a mentality of who my parents are, because that's not them. Like, I can get why they were like that, but I'm not gonna say anything, because that's just not me. I would never like badmouth my own family, like no matter how much it hurt or what I've gone through. Oh,
it's okay.
No matter what I've gone through, like I would never in my life, like even to this day, I've never in my life have like said anything ugly about like I've never in my life has said that. And no matter how much it hurts, obviously y'all can see it's hurting me because I'm crying about it right now, and I don't mean to get so emotional on this video because it's about us, it's not about me, so I'm not gonna cry. But yeah, it's pretty fucked up shit, and I mean, I'm sure like the ones that know the story, y'all know what I'm talking about. But anyways, that was probably like one of the roughest patches that Kassy and I had to go through, especially like at a young age, and being like so in love at that time. Like you do crazy shit for love, and I mean, we're witnesses of that. I mean, we're like, I guess you could say witness. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but like we're living proof of that, because we've done so much shit just to be together. And after that happened, like it was really rough, because I did not have a phone. I had no way of communication at all with her. Like I would find ways. Obviously, I would get up in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. I would get my sister's sorry, Jessie. I would get my little sister's iPad or iPod, because she had like, you could like get on Facebook and stuff on it, and I would log on to her Facebook. I would send a message to her so that she can see what I was saying, and that's how we would talk. Or I would our friend Sam, she would let us log on to her Facebook, and I would use her Facebook to message Kassy or whatever. I mean, we would just do anything.
Find ways
to talk to each other for that time that I didn't have a phone. And then that was like the whole summer. And then, sorry, I didn't mean to get all emotional on y'all.
Okay.
Okay. That was like my whole summer, or our whole summer. And then that's whenever college started for me, and her senior year started for her. So once college started, it was a lot better, I would say, because I got my first job, and I was able to gather enough money to get my own phone that I would pay for myself. So it was just easier, because now I didn't have to like go around and try to text her. Like, I can text her from my own phone because I'm paying for it. And it
was easier.
It was way easier to communicate, for sure. Still, it was kind of hard to see each other, only because like the way our schedules were. I think the only time we would really see each other was like if she had a dentist appointment, she would come pick me up from school. I was in college, like, because the way my schedule was, like, I would go to school all day Tuesdays, all day Thursdays, or all day Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, because I worked as well. So I went like 8 to 5, and I mean, it just depends. Like, every semester was different, but that semester it was like that. And if she had a dentist appointment, because she had braces back then, she would pick me up, and I'd go with her, and that's how we'd spend time with each other. But it got kind of like pretty bad again once she was already graduating high school, because like she got a scholarship to go play basketball. And I mean, obviously, I mean, you want your girlfriend to take that opportunity, but it kind of just sucked on my end, because like I had also gotten some opportunities to go off to school, but I didn't go, and I don't want to blame it only on her, because she wasn't the only reason why I didn't want to go, because I just didn't want to be away from my sisters and stuff, because I know how like hard it was for me having to deal with like the things that I dealt with. I didn't want them to be alone, so it was kind of like both of them, like I didn't want to do that. So when it was her turn to graduate and go off, and of course, you know, she went off to college like any normal human would do when they get an opportunity that amazing. And then when she went off to school, that's where it kind of just I don't know, like what are your thoughts on what happened?
I think we thought that we, you know, obviously long distance is obviously hard, you know, for everyone watching. You guys probably know that, but you know, we gave it a try, and I don't know, I guess we fell off for that given time, right?
Yeah.
But you know,
I think that Cassie went back to, you know, and you know, when I say this, I'm not trying to bash my wife, like I'm just saying how she was back then.
That was a long time ago.
Because she knows how she was back then. She's nothing like that now. Yeah. I mean, this girl is a saint. Like, she is beyond perfect. And you're welcome.
You okay?
Yeah.
Wife's still sick, y'all, as you can tell. You're getting better though.
So back then, like, she was just like a little hosky, man. And when she went off to school, like, she did some like pretty like shitty things, and I would say we were broken up, but I think
it was just the main part of like growing up, you know what I mean? I was still trying to figure myself out, like, as a person and what I wanted to do, and I don't know, life was going on so fast. I was just, you know, now I look back at it, I'm like, oh my god, like, I was really like that. Like, I'm a whole different person now, so it just, I don't know, makes you think about certain things.
So I mean, I would say we were broken up, but I don't know, like, I feel like we really weren't, because like we were still texting.
We would still talk to each other all the time.
We would still text each other. We'd still see each other. We'd still, you know, do stuff together. Let's see. Yeah, so I mean,
like, we never lost contact with each other, right?
We never lost contact, but she was a bitch during these times, and
I'm trying to remember.
And
it's been a long time.
It does shit to a girl, man. Like, it fucks with your head. And I'm sure all them little what do they call them now these days? I don't even know, because I've been out of the dating scene for so long. What are they called? All you little woman whores, you know, little lesbians out there. You got your little 100 million boos on the side. I'm sure y'all know what y'all talking about. But yeah, so that's how it was for about like a year and a half. It was pretty like nasty, and it was just like weird. Like it was just weird, and I don't know how to say it. Like I don't know how to put it. Hard to explain, but there came a point where in my mind I was just like, I'm done trying to be with this girl, like, because nothing I'm doing is like working, obviously. So I did what any strong bitch would do, and she finally call it quits, because I was in my head like I look stupid. Like I was looking really dumb on my part, and for what? Because all because I love her, like that wasn't fair for me. So I came to a point where I'm just like, fuck it, like I'm done. And I think that was, it had to been the year 2014, because that's when we finally moved over here. So it was like the end of 2013, like, you know, I was coming into 2014, I'm like, new bitch, like new me, like I'm done, like I'm cutting ties with this girl, like that's it. I'm about to graduate college, like I'm about to go move back to Houston. Like I already have like my whole life planned out. And then comes January 2014, literally 2 weeks into the year, I get a text message from someone that I had on my phone as do not talk to at the time. I get a text message and it says, hey, and in my mind I'm like, what the fuck, man? Like I literally told myself I wouldn't do this. But when you're so in love, like you just fall for it. And so then I said, what do you want, Kassy? Like I remember that conversation. I said, what do you want, Kassy? She's like, oh my God, why are you answering the phone like that? Like the way she always was. And I'm like, well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, what do you want? Like, what possibly could you want? And she's just like, no, I just want to talk. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to talk to you right now. And so, like, we ended up just texting or whatever. And then I think, like, the next day she texted if we could meet up. And I was like, I already know how this goes. Like, she's going to want to talk and then bye, whatever. But I don't know. This time was different. Like, she wanted to hang out. Like, we actually talked. Like, she wasn't on her phone the whole time. Like, she was talking to me, like, interested in what I was saying. And I was just kind of like, I ain't going to fall for this real quick yet. Because I don't know. It's been like that. Guard up. I had my guard up. It had been like this for a long time. So, anyways, it didn't change though. It didn't change. So we went into February, and then, you know, Valentine's Day came. We went on a date. I still remember that date. And, you know, she took me out. Like, I was like, wow, like, this girl's actually trying. Call me, like, when she would go anywhere. And, I mean, it was just good. Like, it was really good. And then, it wasn't like I was forgetting what happened, and I'm sure we were both not forgetting what happened, but we were just kind of coming to terms, like, if this is who we want to be with, like, if we want to be with each other, we're gonna have to, like, start working on letting go of all the bad things that happened. And we haven't even told you guys, like, all the shitty things. We're just kind of like scratching the surface, only because, like, I don't want our lives all on the internet.
And it's too long too.
Yeah,
and to go back to everything we've gone through.
Exactly. So it's a lot. Like, it's a lot. And then we just talked about it, and, like, what would we do? What we would do to, like, be together or whatever. And so like, after we were talking or whatever, like, there was this trip that I was coming to Houston to go to a rave, and I had invited her, like, as a friend. Like, in my mentality, like, we were friends. And right now, like, Kassy talk about, like, what her mentality was, but in my head, like, we were friends. Like, we were talking as friends, like, nothing more. I mean, maybe we'd end up being together, but honestly, like, I was already at the point where, like, I'm about to graduate. Like, I don't even want to do anything. Like, I'd rather just be friends, because I already knew I was moving. Like, I didn't want to have to deal with having a girlfriend. So I brought her over here as friends, with the understanding that we were just friends. I mean, we weren't nothing more. And then, so when we came, like, there was one night in particular where I had told her, like, I was gonna go meet up with a girl that I was actually talking to from here. So, like, the look in her face, like, it was just so weird. Like, she just, like, looked at me, like, confused, and, like, her eyes just started watering, and that's where I was like, oh my God, I was so confused. And then, I don't know, and go ahead, you can say your side now, because that's where I was just like, what the?
So yeah, obviously I broke down, because I was kind of, you know, like, oh my God, she's gonna go see someone else. Like, my mentality was, like, obviously I was gonna be with her at the time. I wanted to be with her, and I was finally realizing that all 20 years later.
That's okay, baby.
I know, it takes time. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? Like, she's over here probably thinking that we're just friends or best friends, whatever you want to call it. But I'm over here thinking like, wow, like I wanna be with this woman. Like, obviously, I don't know. It's hard to put into words, but I don't want to start crying. So.
Aww.
You're
so cute.
Yeah.
You're gonna cry.
I'm good.
Oh, baby. What was your thought process? No. You guys, I love when she gets emotional like this. Don't cry.
I'm not gonna cry. I'm gonna cry more. Stop.
Why do you want? Okay, keep on talking because it's so cute. I love you. I love you. Yeah, she wants to cry so bad.
I'm not gonna cry.
Yes, she does.
You shut up.
She wants to cry so bad. This is how I know this woman loves me. Like, so.
Shut up. Because I'm gonna be all ugly on the video.
No, you're not, baby. I was crying earlier too. It's okay. It's good. People, we have feelings. We're human. Okay, sorry y'all. We just had a little cry sesh thinking about
a little emotional.
Thinking about that time because it's kind of crazy. Like we find it was like a aha moment because Kassy finally and I don't mean to talk a lot. It's just like my wife gets super emotional about this part. It was like kind of like her aha moment. Like, damn, like what have I been doing this entire time? Mm-hmm. And we kind of had a talk that night and she like professed her love for me and like told me how much she wanted to be with me and how sorry she was for everything that happened. And I mean it went on for hours and like we went outside, you remember that, and we went to go talk about everything. And we just kind of, it was like a beautiful moment and I'll never forget it. And I mean we both will never forget it. And I think after that it was just kind of like, okay, like we're doing this, like we're actually doing this. And like all of the plans that I had of me coming over here by myself, like I was already like thinking of scratching them because I finally got what I had been wanting for like the longest time, which was to be with her. And we came back from Houston after our trip. Of course I still had in my head that I wanted to move because I just didn't want to live at home anymore. So I wanted to move. And then at that time, Kassy was still in school, in college. So there was one part in particular where, or one day in particular, I can remember, I should say, that I came over to Kassy's house and we were chilling in her room and then like she like throws this envelope at me and I was like, what the heck? Like, so I grabbed it, I opened it, and girl, it was an acceptance letter to U of H. This girl had applied to U of H behind my back.
Sneaky.
She's a little sneaky. Why'd you do that?
Well, because obviously talked to my parents and I was like, shoot, what should I do? Like I want to, it was my junior year of college and then I was trying to figure out, like I already obviously knew I wanted to go be with Jodie in Houston, so I just thought, hey, might as well apply for it, and I got in. I didn't think I was gonna get in, but I did. Right?
I knew you were gonna get in. I mean, I didn't know obviously.
Well, yeah.
Like you're gonna get in.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's in that moment I said, oh shit, like we're doing this, because there was still a part of me where I was like, it's not gonna work because I'm gonna move, like. It's not gonna work. It's gonna be like last time. It's gonna be whatever. There was a little part of me that said that, but then there was a part of me that said like, she seemed really sincere and genuine this time. But when she did that, it was just like, wow, like we're doing it, So that whole summer we spent working at Walmart.
Yeah, together.
Trying to make some money so that we could move over here. And then yeah, that's whenever we made the big move in August 2014. We moved to Houston and we moved over here together, and the rest is history. Yeah. Just kidding, no, but I think that we're gonna go ahead and stop this right here because it's already been super long. And I'm sorry if it like seems like really weird. We just don't like talking about that part, but we know it's important to our story and how we became the Gomez-Lopez's. So it's important to talk about it so that you all know what happened to us and where we came from, and if any of you are in a spot in your lives where you're like, I don't know what to do, or should we stay? I mean, obviously I don't want to tell you advice on what to do because it's your relationship, but if you do believe in love and if you do believe in second chances and you're to the point where you do realize people can change, like, we're living proof of that. I mean, people can change, circumstances can get better, it will get better. I mean, no matter what it is with your family or anything, like, it will get better. It's not going to be on your timing. It's definitely going to be on someone else's timing. But you have to just trust and believe that no matter what it is, like, you're going to be okay. And it's tough right now, but get through it. Like, make it work, especially if you love that person. Like, I knew that the day I met this girl, I literally told her, like, I loved her. Like, I knew and I promised her that first time that we got together that no matter what happened, like, I was going to find a way to be with her. Because there was just something about her that just, like, entrapped me in, and it was just, like, dead, what is it? Like, dead zone. Like, after that, I was like, that was it. Like, this is the one. And so if you are out there and you've been in a relationship for a super long time, or even if it's been a short amount of time, and you're contemplating it, don't, like, just try it. Like, give it a second shot. And I'm not saying it's gonna work, but if you have someone that you guys truly care about each other, I'm sure it will work out. I mean, it worked out for us, and now we're happily married. And yeah, so I won't continue to ramble on. I'll save the next part for another video. But thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting all of my videos, with my wife, anything. Like, I'm just so grateful for you guys, and you guys have no idea how much of a huge smile you put on my face. She can attest all day. I'm sending her screenshots of things that you guys send me and messages you send me, and I mean, like, I'm literally crying to her at night, telling her, like, I can't believe, like, someone thinks that I'm cool, like, other than you. Don't look at me, I'm gonna cry. Like, I can't, like, someone, I know. Oh my god, I get so emotional talking about this stuff. But thank you guys so much, and I'll be back with another video soon. Sorry I haven't been recording. I'm getting over a cold, or I don't know what I got over the weekend, but once I'm like 100%, I'll be back to recording and stuff. I have so many more ideas, and I'm so excited. And like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Thank you for supporting me, supporting my wife. All of my social medias will be down below, and please like this video, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye.